Hello there. Yes, it's almost time, isn't it? Well, welcome to the Standpoint. And today I'm about to present to you a very natural girl. She's amazing. I've known her for a few years now, but I admire her. When you talk about somebody who believes in natural things, natural way of living, that is her. She is still promoting and using tie and dye to do amazing things. My dress today is by her. That's tie and dye by Yakoa. And she does hair products. She has authentic restaurant. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing what she does. And today we're about to have a conversation with her. And I can't wait to get to know more about her. But so once again, I say thank you to Tie and Dye by Yakoa for my dress, my hair. My hair is by me. Yes, I don't even remember where I bought it from, but it's for me. But styled by Michelin's Mirror. Thank you so much to Not Cosmetics, who always give us the makeup product and beautifully applied by Makeup by Taiba. And thank you to Matilda Hood Couture for my beat as well. We take a break. When we come back, we get to meet Yakoa, and then we'll find out about her and what she does. How do I look in my tie and dye gown? This one you can dress down, you can dress up. See you, we'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. And yes, today I'm celebrating an amazing woman who is an embodiment of naturality. Everything about her is so natural, and she believes in natural way of living. But girl, she's funky. She knows how to rock the natural life, And today my dress is by her. The fabric, the design of the fabric, the sewing, everything by her. I'll introduce her in a minute, but let me say thank you to Away Purified Mineral Water and Puma Drinks by Casa Preco Company Limited. Juice Time, 100% fruit juices from the farm to the factory to the bottle to the shop. They do it all. Thank you to Auntie Vera and the team. We are so grateful. Mrs. Oforipoku and her team too, and her family. We are so, so grateful. Stunning Flora and Decor for the beautiful natural and artificial plant that they gave us. And then our Christmas decor is by Fina Decor. We're so grateful to all of them. Yep, cleaning services. Always make sure that our environment is clean. My guest today is Yakoa. We call her Yakoa, and her business goes by the name Yex. She has Yex Fabric, Yex this, Yex this, Yex that. Yakoa, welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you.
It's good to have you. Always looking beautiful.
Thank you.
And when did you twist your hair? The last time you and Lydia were teasing me when you washed your hair with your own shampoo, the new shampoo that you've made.
Yes, I twisted it yesterday.
You do it yourself?
No,
Okay.
sometimes I do it myself.
Yeah.
But this time I needed some cornrows at the side, so
Okay.
I called a friend to do it for me.
Yakoa, you are crazy. Everybody who knows Yeshua will say that Yakoa is crazy. You have your own unique way of living, way of dressing, way of... what informs your way of life?
Colors. My spirits love colors.
Okay.
And the more you see me doing more colors, like dyeing my hair colors, the more happier I am.
Okay.
So colors makes me on top of the world, like I live in my own world.
Right.
I don't think about haters. I rather think about creating stuff. It pushes me to create.
Right. You lived in U.S. for a while.
Yes.
For quite a long time.
Yes.
And you think that for somebody who's lived in the U.S. for you'll be influenced by the Western way of life, but it seems it didn't. You just lived there. You passed through there. It didn't pass through you.
Yes. Because I started working here at a young age,
Okay.
I knew we had something great home. And I was desperate to go outside Ghana because people didn't understand my type and way of living and how I do my things. So I knew I had to be in the Western world. I went there, I saw what I have to see, I tried the market, I know what I can do and what I cannot do, but my heart yearns home because there are so many natural things that I can make use of it here, that I can't get it over there. So There is no place like home. Home sweet home.
When did you start this tie and dye thing?
I started at GACO in 1997.
Wow.
I went in for a training.
Hey, you and I have something in common. I started media work 1997. You started tie and dye 1997. You and I, 1997. We have 1997. But then you were young then.
I was very, very young, and I was desperate when I was in SOS, Girls Vocational Training Center.
Okay.
In Tema.
In Tema, yeah.
But it got to a point, I realized I wasn't getting enough of what I wanted. So I started going around looking for a place to learn tie and dye. And somebody told me that there is a school in Asori Down where... Dansoman.
Okay.
It's called GACO.
GACO, okay.
But they don't take young girls like me.
How old were you then?
I was like 22.
Wow.
So I was like, they don't take young girls like me. You should just show me the place. So I went to Asori Down, started asking, and they directed me to the school. I went there one afternoon and met this woman. She was probably in her 60s, or maybe getting to 60. So I greeted her, and she said, how may I help you? I said, I heard they do training here. And she was like, yes. I said, I want to join. And she was like, no, it's not for young girls like you. So I looked at her again, and I said, but I'm very desperate. I'm very desperate to know this thing. I want to use it as a living. And she looked at me again. She said, are you sure? I said, if I'm not sure, I won't be here at this time. Then she told me, follow me upstairs. And that was the beginning of tie and dye Yakoa. Wow. And I didn't disappoint her. Wow. At the end of the 6 weeks training, as young as I was, because it was training of trainees that I fell in. Okay. We have police women who are going on retirement, military, different types of women who came in there. And I was given the award of being the best innovative. Wow. Wow. And right after, when she saw what I was doing, I went to Panafest. Once I was in Panafest, 97, she asked a classmate of mine who was a secretary then to come look for me, that she had a stand waiting for me at the first international fashion fair in Trade Fair. So GACO took a stand, but they put me in there to do production and sell. That was my addiction to tie and dye. And you never gave up? I never gave up. Because those times, tie and dye was, yes, the thing, but at a point it went down. Yes. You know, people stopped wearing it, people were not buying it, but you never gave up. You were still working with tie and dye? Yes, I still work with tie and dye. I've never shied away from it. And the reason I call it tie and dye Yakoa, my name is Yakoa. Yes. So I want that signature on it. And I make sure every design that I take out there, it is not something that you usually see in the market. Okay. So I knew my passion for it from my childhood when they started calling it Adwa Yankee. Adwa Yankee. My father bought me 2 pieces of tie-dye in 1987. Wow. When I went to an interview at his job place for scholarship, and I merged the best. When he came home, he came with 2 different fabrics, and it was tie and dye. Tie and dye. And that was how my passion for that started in 1987. I'm sure your father didn't know that he was going to give you. My father didn't know that. Wow. And then 10 years after he gave me that, I started working with it. So you do this tie and dye with everything. I've seen the bed sheet. Yes. I remember when I gave birth, you gave me some for Nyam's room curtains. Yes. So you use tie and dye for everything. Everything. Because this is what I believe in. We are too much into the Western product. Meanwhile, we can create our own designs. We can do our own things. And I've always have this belief that we can do anything here in Ghana, except we don't put our focus on it, and we look down upon the things that we really have that people look for it. The people who ignited my passion for tie and dye in United States were the Liberians.
Okay.
You don't joke with them when it comes to tie dye. They made me, push myself to start doing all over again. And then I just go to stores and I see some of the tie dye. I get so angry and I tell myself that I can do better than this. So why can't I go home and start doing it?
Yeah.
So I think around 2012, I decided to go back to what I do. Actually, I started it in 2006 after I had my daughter.
Okay.
That I won't work for any white man again.
Okay.
It is enough. I'll work for myself. I knew it was going to be hard, but I started, trying left to right, back for trying the market, going to festivals, doing all sort of things. And then I realized I need to come back and do what I do best, because I know the things I can get at this country and make good use of it. I can even die with Soboro.
You can die with what?
Soboro.
Ooh.
I can die with turmeric. Everything natural around us.
Wow.
We can use to do it. Some during the lockdown, some of the face masks that I did.
Yeah, I remember.
What?
Yeah, I need to thank you. You gave me face masks. We went to donate to the Ghana Police, service women. Yes, I remember.
Some of the face masks were made with turmeric powder and all that. I try anything that is natural.
So in that effect, if you had turmeric and those natural products in face mask, that was healing.
Yes.
Because it works on your body as well.
Yes.
Before I take a break, so currently you do the Faibille, you do the clothes, and thank you for sponsoring Gifty at the 25 worship and the launch of foundation. Thank you so much for that. And then, so you do the fabric, you make the clothes as well.
Yes.
And you do the curtains, you do the pillowcases, you do napkins,
tablecloth, kitchen napkins, handkerchiefs.
Okay.
One of the best handkerchiefs to use is calico handkerchiefs. When you dye and then you iron, I enjoy using it because it's very smooth and absorbing.
Okay.
And slippers.
You do slippers. Then I've seen that you do bags as well.
Yeah, handbags as well.
Well, all tie
and dye. I was patronizing so much into High Target.
Yeah.
I decided to, be black racist and, do home.
Yeah.
Strictly tie-dye.
How did you do in the U.S.?
It does very well.
You still take products there?
I still take products there. I sell them. I have my clients. And each day they wear, they start calling you. Oh, I wore this. I was in Walmart. Somebody took your number. Expect a call. That's so sometimes. My U.S. phone number is even open in Ghana because you don't know who is calling. Most people don't use WhatsApp as we do. So I let it open. And it's a good business.
The joy on your face, the smile on your face, even tells us that you really love the tie and dye, business and all that. Let me take a break. When we come back, we'll get to know you a bit, how growing up was for you and where you went to school and all that. And then we'll get into your natural way of living. When you say natural, because you had a restaurant, you still run it at home. Anyway, let me take a break. You're watching The Standpoint. Let me say thank you to tie-dye Yakoa for my dress today. My hair is styled by Michelin's Mirror. Thank you so much to her. Makeup product by Notes Cosmetics, beautifully applied by Makeup by Tabor, and my beads by Matilda Hood Couture. We take a break. When we come back, we'll get to know a bit more about Yakoa. Welcome back to The Standpoint. Wow, Yakoa, I've just been thinking. So your father gave you those two fabrics of tie-dye, and he didn't know that it was going to become your future, breadwinner Is your father alive?
Yes, he's alive.
What does he think about it? Does he know that it was what he gave you that started it?
I told him later.
Ooh.
Later, when I came back and I was still doing it, he was like, "So you're still doing this?" And I said, "Yeah, you gave me the startup by giving me those 2 fabrics as a reward of making you proud." So that is where I took it from. But I think somewhere in 97, I was, even at this age, I'm crazy. So
Yeah,
just imagine in my
imagine.
youth, a lot of people didn't understand me. And my family was one of them.
You thought they wrote you off?
Ah,
Sort of, as for you,
when first I was fighting back, I became very rebellious.
right.
But when I traveled, and all the handwork that I do was so appreciative, and they call it custom made, so
Right.
it always have a price tag.
Yeah.
Then I had the understanding that as I was growing up, I was different. People didn't understand me. So the hurt that was in me by some of the words that people had told me,
Right.
I started forgiving them
Great.
because I realized that
They
they didn't understand me.
Yeah.
I was different.
Yeah.
And here it's me in somewhere out of the country with none of my family over there, and I'm being appreciative that somebody can even look at the handbag that I've made, that I call attitude, and they cry because that very moment, they didn't know they would meet me. They see me on social media, but they never knew they would meet me at that occasion.
Wow.
So I asked myself, the things that I used to do back home that people tell me I didn't go to school, I'm not educated, these are some of the things that people hold in high esteem.
Yeah.
Then those people didn't know
No.
much.
Yeah.
So just let me forget
Yeah.
about some of the words that they thought would hurt me, but it never broke me.
How did you feel after forgiving?
It's comforting because, when you Google your name, and some of those people Google their name, different things will come out.
Yeah.
So I was satisfied that I stood on my grounds.
That you made, yeah.
And I made it a point that I will get there, and I have gotten there.
Is your father proud of you?
My father is very proud of me. Sometimes when most of the things I do, I will just take it to him. I said, "Dada, how do you like it?" He will take it and pray upon it for me.
Oh, bless him.
And a lot of people don't know that anything that I do, I talk to my father, that I want to do this, I want to do that because I need his blessing. Yeah. And when a lot of people didn't understand me, he understood me. And he gave me a word in 1997 at Panafest.
Okay.
I think a day after Princess Diana died.
Right.
I was in my stand. And my stand was unique.
Okay.
Because all the people, I was in the handbag section, but I have different types of things, handbags, batiks, tie-dyes, and all that. And my father walked in, because when I said I was going to Panafest, what is she going to do? So I'll be working overnight, hiding them, working overnight, packing them.
Yeah.
And then the day that I was leaving, he came home in the afternoon and saw that I've packed boxes. But he didn't know what was in the boxes. So in that stand, I saw somebody flashed with this violet, purple, cracking type of tie. I said, the guy who was helping me is called Bondo. I said, "Bondo, my father is here." I saw my father pass. He said, "Are you sure?" So I ran towards the end and I screamed, "Dada!" So he turned and he came to my stand. My father was shocked to see the things I've displayed, how people were trooping in, buying stuff. And I was so young.
Yeah.
So I was saying to customers, and then when the place would attend, and my father was tearing. So I said, "Dada, abadintina irisu." And this was the word that he gave me. Yakoa, enyemu problem pio. Wow. So I was like, oh, so if this is not I'm not my father's problem again, then it means I can go into the world.
You're ready to fly.
Because he now known, I've proved my point that I can make it. And I actually knew that that very moment I made him happy.
You were a stubborn child.
Oh, yes.
But you stood your ground.
I stood my grounds because look at the family that you come from.
Yeah.
Your father is a personnel manager at the bank. Your mother was a teacher before she passed. And they expect that you go to school into the university level. And this is me, that I feel I cannot be in the corporate world. Because I hear stories about corporate world, stories that sometimes my father will be talking to somebody and I'll sneak and I'll hear, me, I won't go to any office so that any boss will come and tell me what they want in the morning. I will tell them back.
Yeah.
So it was a no-no to me, but my father didn't understand me that I need to go to sixth form. I don't need to be in sixth form.
Yeah.
That time, what was fashion in university? I don't think there was anything like that. So all I knew was that this is what I wanted to do. And the only way to stop my father was not to pass math. Because my father will never let you go to sixth form without passing math. So up to today, I had 9 in math. And I did 2 remedials. And then when I went to him the 3rd time, and I said that math, I don't think I'm going to pass it. So I want to go and register November. It's like, you are not registering November.
Again.
Go and do what you want to do. So I said, thank God. Then off.
I'm sure he knew it was intentional.
Yes. Because how can you go to school 2 years in a row and get 9 in math? Because I knew that was the only thing that will make me go to sixth form. And because I did not want to go to sixth form, I will make sure that I go to a vocational school to learn what I want to learn. Because it's not in sixth form. I can't do that in sixth form. I can do that. And I can't do that as an apprentice with a madam.
Yeah.
It won't be possible. So even if it's 3 weeks, 1 month, I would rather go to a school for that. So I went to Ghana National College.
Yeah, I was coming to that.
Nananom.
Nananom. Papa Nananom.
So, like from there, I realized that I did not really get what I wanted in my secondary education. So it was weird at that time for you to tell somebody that you are going to vocational school.
You are going to sixth form.
Yes. And some people were in JE and other secretarial schools and stuff. I know I don't belong to the corporate world.
Yeah.
I belong to the self-made world. So just let me do what my heart desires. So I spoke to a cousin. She was at Takoradi Polytechnic, and she told me that don't come here. That there is a school in Tema called SOS. And go there. Because somebody from Takoradi, somebody from Tema had come to the school. She's in first year. The things that she's doing, we in second year in Poly, we can do. It's a vocational school, but then, so I was like, okay, I have some friends in Tema. So one morning, I just took a Tema car, went to Committee 4, went to a friend, Lydia, behind Chemu Secondary School. The mom used to cook very good rice, A4. So I went there, and I said, they said there is a school here. I said, I know they are school prefects. She lives across, so let's go. So we went there, and the lady was like, oh, they've admitted all the students already. I don't think you will make it. I said, just show me the school. Let me go there. So I went to the school, and I said I was looking for the principal, and they were like, oh, she's gone to a meeting, blah, blah, blah. I started going there 2 weeks in a row. Today when I go, and she's not there, I leave, I come the next day, the secretary will tell me, oh, the very moment you left yesterday, she came. But when I entered the school, I saw how it was designed. I was like, this school, whether they did admissions in May, and we are in August, whether they like it or not, I'll be here. So the last time I went, the secretary told me that, oh, the principal had gone to India for a course for, I think, 3 months. So I said, okay, give me the prospectus and everything. And then she gave them to me. I looked at the fees and everything, and I took it to my father. I said, I have admission. He said, how are you going to go to Tema? I said, I will get up in the morning from Bawe at 4 a.m. to Tema. I have to be in class by 7 o'clock. I will go.
And you did it?
And I did it.
Wow. It
I
wasn't
did it.
but
Every
you
day.
left Bawe to Tema
Tema every morning.
to get to school by.
Yes.
So you knew what you wanted.
I
and
knew
you
what I
went for
wanted.
it.
So my dad paid everything. I went to the secretary that I'm coming to pay my fees and everything. And I was the first person to pay my fees. Each class was 12. For the first time, they had 13 in dressmaking 1. Because
Because you added yourself.
I added myself. And I was very active.
Right.
And my name was all over. They were like, there is a first year girl, Egbel, and she's so active in the class, and we were so good.
Egbel. Ooh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I changed dressmaking.
Right.
In the
Yeah.
first term
Yeah.
of the first year,
Yeah.
I changed dressmaking. I really loved, my passion was there.
There.
So when the principal came, I was invited. I have an issue with the teacher. So they called me to the office. And the principal was like, I don't remember meeting you. As I was in India, I was hearing that name Egbel. Every teacher is talking about Egbel. Now I come and Egbel is starting trouble. What is your problem? How did you get in here? I said, first and foremost, let me tell you my problem. This teacher spoke to me in a way that he doesn't have to speak to me because I was sick. I went to the hospital before coming in here, and he insulted me, didn't ask me why. So I have to also prove my point. Number 2, I came looking for you. Anytime I come, you are not there. And to enter such a school and go back, I will not go back. So I came, I asked the secretary to give me everything that I'm supposed to pay, and I came to pay. And now here I am. When you ask me to go back, I will never go back. So she was like, where do you come from? I'm like, I'm from Bawe. And she screamed, you are from Bawe, and you come to Tema every morning. I said, yes. What time do you get? I said, I get up at 4 o'clock. And I have to walk from New Bawe to Malam Station. So that by 5:30, I'm in Kaneshi or Circle. And then latest by 7:15, I have to be at Committee 1. And then I pick a taxi to 10:11, and I get down at the junction. So by 7:30, I'm in class.
Wow.
So the woman looked at me and said, I need to talk to your father. So I knew she was going to report me to my father that, oh, I did this to this teacher or that. So I came home, I gave the letter to my father. The next day, I saw my father pass by. And then they called me to come to the office, and they were like, oh, we want you to come and live in the campus.
Wow.
Because coming from Tema, and your father says he doesn't want that. He wants you to be coming from home, that you are strong and you can do it. So we've had all the discussions with your father, and I think the reason you fought that teacher, we need to give you a counselor. So every morning, you go to counseling before you come to the class.
I told you she's crazy. She started seeing a counselor at whatever. Wow.
So I'm like, what is counseling? Because I was so young, I didn't understand
Yeah.
that. But when I started enjoying it.
Right.
And I realized that I've become so rebellious about the things that people tell me through my line of profession, because it wasn't easy then. When you say you have completed secondary school and you are going to learn how to sew and all that, it
Yeah.
wasn't easy. So I was...
Especially from the family that you came from.
Yes.
They are very education-oriented, academics, and, you know, they love to go to school and achieve. And I won't go say
they knew I was capable of doing whatever I wanted to do. But that they wanted me to do wasn't my
what
passion.
you wanted to do. Yakoa, you are, I mean, there's never a dull moment around Yakoa. Let me take a break. When we come back, we'll get into the other things that she's doing now, we'll get into the healthy lifestyle and natural way of living. She's now started producing shampoos and body creams and hair creams and her restaurant that she had, and now she says she operates it from also very natural. The things she does with contomere, even like that, was it jollof, contomere jollof or something?
No, Cameroonian spinach, vegetables, and it's contomere and coconut rice.
We'll be back. Aye. Welcome back to the standpoint. I'm talking to Yakoa, a lady who knew what she wanted right from the age, and she had to rebel in many ways. But the good thing is, her defiance, her rebellion was for a good cause, and she's proved to everyone, all her detractors and people who didn't believe that she knew what she was, and she's working with it and doing great things. I've seen her on YouTube being interviewed by networks in America and other places, and I was you think I don't know, I saw it, I was like, yes, that's it's amazing what she's doing. And I say that she's a naturalist. I mean, she believes in everything using natural stuff, and you heard about the tie and dye, what she used to do it and everything. Well, let me say thank you to Away Purified Mineral Water and Puma Drinks by Casapreco Company Limited. Juice Time 100% fruit juices, standing floral and decor for our plants, both natural and artificial. House of Food, Auntie Vera, thank you so much for everything. And of course, Yep Cleaning Services. Now, Yakoa, this natural way of living, where you keep your hair natural, your food, the food you eat, the things you do, now you are getting into products. Is this something that has always been your way of life, or something happened that made you shift into this using our local and natural products?
I'm the type that I can't do one thing.
And a restless soul.
Yes. And my hands have to do something all the time. I love to be in my comfort zone and think. So during the lockdown, I have a very kinky hair, very, very kinky cotton hair. So I'm always
The one
looking
we call
for something.
pengpeshi.
Pengpeshi. I'm always looking for something that will make my hair, softer and, comfortable, combing through. So I started reading about spices. I started reading about plants. And I'm the type that I'm very loud when I go out to party. I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I have my own fun.
Yeah.
And I'm the same type of person that can be indoors for 3 months. By the time I walk out, I'll bring so many different things out. That is me. So I started reading and combining stuff. So I did the first one in my dad's house. And when I finished, it looked like this hair cream that I buy from US. And I'm like, what? And then I put some in my hair. I pulled, and I was able to pull through. My hair can cut you. I was able to pull through so easy. I'm like, what? And I've been natural for 25 years.
Wow.
I went natural when I started batiks and tie and dye. And I saw how the caustic soda reacts. And it's in our permanent creams. The day I finished, I had rasta on. I did rasta again. I went natural, cut my hair. And I have never permed my hair again. So I'm like, oh, I can do this. Why should I buy this at this small container for $15? And my kids have the same hair texture. So I started giving it to my kids, and I started giving some to friends. Try it and see. Try it and see. And everybody coming back wanting more. And I tell you, no, I will sell.
You sell, yeah,
Just
business.
for you to try. So I said, if I have done this, let me read about plants and let me go into shampoo.
Right.
So I did the shampoo, and I gave a 1/4 gallon of the shampoo to Lydia,
Yeah.
my daughter.
My daughter Lydia.
Lydia called me and said, "Sister, what's the one now? Yeah. When you wash the hair, even your palms."
Your palms, yeah. Yeah.
And I said, "Lydia, I'm showering with it, and it's a whole different level." So I did the first one. I gave all out as samples. Then I did the second one. I gave all out to them. My daughter was going to the boarding house. And I gave her cream of nature shampoo.
Yeah.
She told me right there that, "Mommy, I don't like it." And I said, "Why?" She said, "I want your own." I said, "Why do you want?" She said, "When they wash my hair, it feels different."
Yeah.
Then I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. You take it along. It's finished, so I'll do one and I'll bring you some in school." And I did that. So I realized that everybody I gave the sample to is calling me back for more.
Yeah.
But the production I need men to get me the plants and stuff that I need, it's kind of hard. So I was just pulling my legs because I know that anytime I go to Lydia, she has some to wash my hair. So I was okay. Then I went there the last time and she said, "It's finished." Asa? I said, Then I have to do a new one.
New one.
So I did the new one, and it was even better than the
first
first two that I did because I had done more research into it.
Right.
And I used to buy this product for my daughter. And I asked myself, why didn't I do this then? But come to think of, God has his own time
Timing.
that will make you do stuff. So sometimes I sit down and I see things passing through my eyes like that. Sometimes I'll write it down and I'll follow up later. So I'm very sensitive to the things that drops in my mind at any given time and the things that I visualize sometimes because I'll be talking to somebody and something will just flash and I have to focus on it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be there with people and I'll be quiet.
I
don't know.
I like that. I don't know.
But I have grown to listen to my instincts and the things around me. And the small video that I sent, the thing is just blowing, and I'm surprised.
Yeah. You know, as soon as I saw it, I sent the voice note. And we
were that very. I think I was there. We gossiped about. She said, "You need to take some too." I said, "I will do so. You don't worry. I will do so. I'll surprise her." Then when I got the message, I was like, "We were just gossiping about her."
But you're quite in these times when people, especially Ghanaians, have fallen in love with everything, Western, everything, and it's become a status thing and a way of living. How are you going to convince the Ghanaian market to buy into this natural? I've seen other people starting doing also natural creams and all that, but like our way of dressing, our way of eating, you know, as you said, you cook, you do these special meals where you use your natural products and spices and, you know, all local thing to do. The coconut rice. You know, even the chicken, how you spice it and everything natural. How are you going to push this through?
One thing I realized, and it's always been my slogan, is that you don't see on TV car companies like Lamborghini doing adverts, but they are selling. Because at the Panettone, when you talk to the right people, and we are fortunate today that there is social media. You can take the phone, put in your face and do the commercial. But I love to make you see the real thing. And whatever you see me doing, when you get it, that's exactly how it works. No faking. Because I believe in the worth of my money buying a product. So that is the passion that I put in there. I'm convincing you to buy a product to feel comfortable. I've gone natural for a long time. My choices of food, my creams that I use, because how can somebody from China make a cream for me to use? They don't have my skin tone. They don't understand anything in my skin and my hair. but we are still buying made in China products. We are sitting here and people are coming into Ghana, buying our shea butter, taking it outside, rebranding it, selling it back to us. What are we doing? Are we always going to sit down and look at the Western world? We have things all around us that whatever we eat, when you research about even our spices, what it does for our hair, our body, these plants that we cut down when we do all sorts of things, what it does to our hair and body. We don't have the time to, read that. Because the white man always says that if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in the book. So I will open the book. As much as I don't like reading, my mom and my siblings can testify to that. I don't like reading. But when it comes to something that will make me money, I will read.
Yeah.
I will do research on it. Yeah. Because I want to talk about it.
With confidence.
With confidence. I want people to know that I understand what I'm doing. So if I don't read, how will I understand? So I do my own research in my own way, and I add things together. And one thing I've seen is that when I put stuff together that I'm coming to use, I don't put in measurement or anything. But the first thing that I do comes out perfect. So I've always known that whatever drops in my head to do, it is God-given. It is not my will. Because he takes me through it, and I do it with ease. And I don't feel anything.
What's the bigger picture for you?
My son told me this. Mommy, you are a superwoman.
Amen. Yes, you are.
I see you in Paris. You will have a shop in Paris one day.
Amen.
I see you on CNN. I see you here. I see you there. And I was like, talk to me, prophet.
That's right.
If nobody believes in me, I'm proud that you believes in me.
Because most of the time, they are the last to believe in you, your children. They take things for granted.
And then they will come and tell you, do you know that you act like an 18-year-old? I said, yes, because I always have to, be energetic so that you also learn certain things from me. So the picture that he was telling me, I already had it in mind. Wow. And being on standpoint, trust me, I have arrived.
Hey!
I have arrived.
And you are going more places.
And I'm going more places.
So how did you feel when I called it? I said, sis, you need to come on the standpoint.
I didn't believe it. As of this morning, to tell you the truth, if I had believed it, that you said I should come, like the dress would be like, to take all that 2 weeks to do it. But I looked at it, I said, let me do what I have to do to support your
worship program first.
And even as of this morning, when I turned my phone on, I saw, see you at 1 p.m., I was like, hey. So this is really true. I got up, went in.
Did you see the time I sent you the message?
Yes, 5:30 something a.m. Yeah. I'm like, this is serious. Because today I was going to Palace Mall with my son.
Right.
Because his classmates said they were meeting there. I was like, no. Everything has to come to a standstill. I will get you somebody to take you, and I have to be there whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God. The day that it came, I'm even...
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's how it is. It was a big surprise, to be very honest.
It's an honor getting to know a bit more about your story. I've always, I admire you, and you've always supported me. Everything I do, since I need this, you are there to give to me. But I thought that your story has to be told.
Yes.
Your story has to be told, and I'm glad we told this story because your journey hasn't been easy, but it's been determination.
It's not. One thing that I will tell this youth in this country is that some of us had gone through the hard way of us being accepted as who we are and what we are doing. The world has changed. We have this opportunity that you can do anything, and we went through the hardcore way. So don't let anybody tell you you are not worth it as to what you are doing.
Preach, sister.
Don't let anybody tell you you are not educated because you did not go to the university. I didn't go to the university, but I'm proud of myself. I've been to places that
Universities,
people have not
professors
been.
haven't been.
And this is some of the words that they tell me. Uncle school. Well, when I work university, I was a fashion designer. But at that young age, I knew what I wanted to do. And I stood on my ground. And up to today, of all the things I do, the very people that we thought will stand by you to get there, they still trash what you do. Did you see my Jikomba basket?
Yeah. Yes. The things were in the nicely packed.
Yes. I want to be in people's homes. And it's all made from wasted product.
How do you mean by wasted product?
Wasted product. Things that, remnants of materials, fabrics that after, cutting, sewing, some of the things we sew before I dye them.
Yeah.
Some of the things are dyed before we sew them. It depends on the pattern. So all the pieces that we throw away, I started weaving them.
Wow.
And the secret to that basket, I will tell you personally.
Okay. Right.
Because when you give that package as a hamper basket to somebody, the person can end up using that basket in his or her home as a laundry basket or a flower, decor basket.
Right.
So things that we use every day, there is money in waste. When you think of creating things, and look at these materials, these false materials that they are burning. We can turn it into carpets and all that because I've done it.
Wow.
I have done it. And, when you talk about people coming in to, join hands and help, they think the other way because they don't believe in what you are saying.
Yeah.
I do believe in what I create. I do believe in whatever I do.
Yeah. So this is the basket. Who can take it for me? So this is it's fabric.
Yes.
It's fabric. Most of the time they use the
straws.
The straws. Wow.
I have it in placemats, in carpets.
And these are some of the, when she says she loves colors, she loves colors,
And it doesn't fade.
And
I know you've worn some of the products.
Yeah.
It doesn't fade.
I still have mine. I think I have 3.
Yeah.
3 already. Then this is the latest one that I have, Amazing. And it's Yakoa's Great Innovations. 100% was spandex, cotton, linen, silk. Then you take out nicely branded too, so you know what you are buying.
Yes.
Yakoa.
And what I'm wearing right now, if I can stand.
Yes, you can stand.
Yeah. So this is tie and dye kente. When you look at the design, it looks like kente.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing it out so that if you are appearing at places and kente is more expensive, call me.
You'll be there.
Yeah.
What number should we call?
0555 180 699. 0555 180 699. And then we have Yakoa's Great Innovation. It's an NGO.
Okay.
I put everything in a book. I gave it to people to support, train the youth, but they turned it down. So on my own last year, I trained 7 women. Wow. I trained the 7 women and I hired them to work for me because they have my quality control and the way I do my things. And last year's summer was my best production ever. Wow. So whatever I put in the book that somebody needs me to print everything before reading and understanding it, I have put in it to practice. And it worked. And it's a small NGO in New Bawi.
New Bawi, okay.
I train, I teach, and I make them feel the comfortability that you don't need a bigger space
Right.
before you can start work. You don't need a huge capital before you can start work. You can start small, and I'm looking forward that in the next 2 years, we will have the first tie and dye factory
Hallelujah to
in
that.
Ghana.
And I believe in you, and I know
Yes.
you can do
And
it.
this year, I'm starting next week. I train women, but this year theme is about the vocational school girl, the SSS visual arts student who is not making it to the university, wants to learn handwork, come to Yakoa's Great Innovation, and within a space of 8 weeks, you can be your own entrepreneur. I trust my skills on that.
And I trust you on that. Congratulations,
Thank
Yakoa.
you.
We'll put the number out there, and those who want to, take part in this, they can. And I think that these days you have
And we need-
unemployed graduates
Yes.
and all that,
And we need sponsors.
we need sponsors. Okay. So the sponsors to the same number. This one
Yes.
keep coming to this one. This one is nice. But it's not bad for me. So congratulations. We
Thank
are proud
you.
of you. And I'm
Thank
sure
you.
we'll get to do this again. One of these days we'll come to when you're doing the training, and then
Yes.
we'll come and take it.
Yes, I know you've
And then
seen
talk
some
to the
videos
girls.
and pictures,
Yes,
so-
yes,
Yeah.
we put that too. So,
And where we train, it's also a shop.
okay. So you can buy
The school is in the shop.
shop.
It's a small shop, but it will blow your mind what we do in there.
As I say, innovation and creativity.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'll be back with a bit of me. Hello, my dear. How are you? How are you feeling? How are you faring? Do you feel misunderstood? Do you feel judged all the time because of what you believe in? Because of what you are passionate about? Because of the things you believe in and how you want to live your life? You see, we live in a society who have decided that they have to call for each and every one of us how we should live and conform. But they forget that we are all unique in our own way. Even twins are unique in their own way. They have differences, not just physical, but in all aspects of their lives. Even identical twins. Listen, it's about time you rise and have a conversation with yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself questions. Convince yourself of who you are and what you want to do and what you want to achieve. As for society, trust me, first they will see you as weird or odd. And then later on, if you're able to stand your ground, irrespective of what anybody does or says, they start seeing you as unique and outstanding, and they will get to respect you. Why do you want to be like everybody when you are not like everybody? I know it's tough. We live in a world where everything seems to be going a certain way. Listen, I have my... People think because I'm married to a chief, I need to behave and dress and do in a certain way. People think that because I'm older, 52 years, and so I have to do... No. No. That's not me. At a point I tried to, but that was not me. It was eating me up. It stole my joy and my passion and the meaning of my very existence. So I decided to be me. Come back to me. Gifty na efia dansua auntie. So they will say, she's over the top. She's this, she's that, she's doing that. Yeah, but you know what? There are those who look up to me too and get inspiration and know, say that because she can do it, I can do it. Because she's being different, I can also be different. You can do it. You can do it. Even if no one is doing it, you can do it. There are those who think inside the box, and there are others who think outside the box. And there are people like me who have decided to create our own boxes. And maybe others who decide that they don't need a box. We are all different. Obi kra ne nyame no, no obi njina hobi. We all have our different destinies and purpose in life. I remain a woman with super crazy faith in God. I know God has covered, but He has given us wisdom. And hey, these days I say, I am God's favorite baby girl. Got a problem with that? Tough. Love you.